Have you ever read a book that makes you think of something else? If so, that book inspires you. Books inspire me to think about magic tricks. It's what I do. So I guess that means my magic is brought to you by books. I was reading this book called Abbott's Encyclopedia of Rope Tricks for Magicians. It's one of my favorite books. It's really thick, lots of rope. It's the Encyclopedia of Rope Tricks. Another one of my favorite books, Blackstone's Secrets of Magic. I've owned this one since I was a child. Actually, I've owned this one since I was a child too. There's lots of books on magic in your library and books you can purchase. This has some of my favorites. Now, I love rope magic, and of course, you know that I'm inspired by books. So, would you like to see a rope trick? It's one of my favorite tricks when I perform live. So I'll show you the trick with a piece of rope, and you cut it right there in the middle so that we have two even. It's embarrassing. I missed it. I didn't quite get it in the middle. Would it be okay with you if I start over? Great. All right. So we start out with a piece of rope about like this. Now the trick is we want to find the center of the rope, bring it up into the hand so we can cut it in half just like so. I'll be using skizzers. I have to say skizzers because I can't pronounce the word scissors. So I'll be saying skizzers. I'll be using the skizzers to cut the rope right there in the middle. I missed it again. About 2 inches that time, but I'm getting much better. Tell you what, let's start over. Let's just get rid of these, and we'll cut them. What? Never mind. Let's just start over, all right? So we start out with a piece of rope about like this. Now remember, you want to find the center of the rope, bring it up into the hand so we can cut it in half with what? Yep, the skizzers. You'll have to excuse me, I have to say skizzers. Can't pronounce scissors. I'm going to put it back together. Watch close. My favorite rope trick, the cut and put together rope. There you go. That is good magic. Nope, you don't think so? Okay, obviously I tied the rope together. I'll show you something even better. I'll move the knot. Watch this. We'll move it from here to here. Go. You are not impressed. Okay, watch this. Ooh, I really moved it that time. We moved it, okay, it's definitely not even. Let me just untie this, and then we have, well, we still have that problem. Okay, let's just try this again. Let's start over. So we start out, you know, some people would say this is beginning to get a little redundant. So in that case, let's do it a different way. How about, instead of using my skizzers, I have to say skizzers because I can't pronounce scissors, instead of using the skizzers, I'll use my sharpest finger. It's this one right here to cut the rope just like that. And I'll show you my favorite trick. My favorite trick does not involve the entire rope. It only involves the knot. That's the only part we need. Just going to use the knot, and the knot will disappear right before your eyes. Watch close. The knot will disappear. Now come in really close so you can see the knot is gone. Just like that, and just like that, comes right back. Strange, isn't it? Okay, let's try it one more time. There's the knot in the hand and gone, and just like that. It's very frustrating. How about I teach you a trick? I'll teach you a trick with a knot. It's one of my favorites, and it actually comes from this book called The One-Handed Knot. Check it out. Here we go. Piece of rope, and I'll teach you how to throw a knot in the rope. Would that be okay? All right, watch. I'm going to throw a knot in the rope. I'm going to throw the knot right there. Watch. Go! And the knot appears. Just a second. I'm going to throw the knot right there. There we go. And go! And the knot appears right... Okay, we may have to edit this so that we get the one that works. So the knot appears right there, and one more try. Just one, watch. Right there. And whoa. Check it out. The knot appears in the rope. I threw a knot in the rope. Would you like to know how to do that? Okay, I'll show you. In order to throw a knot in a rope, you have to tie a knot in the rope. You have to do it in advance. Here's the secret. I was holding the knot in my hand. Yep, there it is. You can do this. Just take a length of rope, tie a knot, and hide it in your hand. And then draw all of the audience's attention on the other end. Because remember, they don't see this knot. They're looking here. And then you do something kind of silly. You pretend you're going to do it, but it doesn't work. You see, when it doesn't work, they're thinking, wow, he's kind of strange. It's not going to work. And you do it a second. No, they don't know what to think because obviously the trick's not working. And then right when you have them, instead of letting go of this end, I want you to let go of this end. Hold that, let go of the other, and it looks like the knot was thrown in the rope. But wait a minute, that's not the trick I said I was going to teach you how to do. I said I was going to teach you how to do the one-handed knot. You know, the one that I learned in the book. So I'll show you how. I actually did it right in front of you just a moment ago. Because remember, we started out with a piece of rope. And then I took that rope and I tied a knot in it without you seeing. Changed that knot to the other hand and I was ready to do throwing a knot in a rope. But now I'm going to show you how I tied that knot. So watch close. Notice how the rope is hanging in my hand. Do you see how it's going between the pinky and the ring finger? And on this side, it's between the thumb and the first finger. But notice how it's hanging in the back. So it's going over my hand there. Now watch what these two fingers do. They're going to come down and grab right there. Grab the end of the rope, and then I just toss, and that knot appears. Let's do it in fast motion. Here we go. Or should I say regular speed. Here we go, and there we go. Tying a one. Don't worry. If you didn't get it this time, check out a book on rope magic. You can find it at your library. There's all kinds of great stuff there, or possibly online that teaches you how to do some of my favorite tricks with something as simple as a piece of rope and a pair of scissors. I have to say scissors. I can't pronounce scissors. I'm working on it, though. Just like everything else, my magic is always
brought to you by books. Yeah!